gentlemen, may I please have your attention? Welcome to the Oyster Point for our third annual A Taste for Homes for Habitat for Humanity of Monmouth County. How about a nice hand for all the vendors and the food, ladies and gentlemen. The paella was top notch, the crab cakes, the bun cake, and how about a nice hand for the booze? Come on. I'm Carl Kraft. I do the morning show on 95.9 The Rad. I serve as the program director and ops manager there too. At The Rad, we are very proud to present our third House That Rock Built program. The most recent House That Rock Built being given to a very deserved U.S. veteran of our armed forces, which was a terrific program to be involved with. Show of hands, how many people have ever banged a nail for a Habitat for Humanity? Show of hands. Keep them up for a second. Keep them up just for a second. It is, I'm sure you'll agree, the most, it's the most heartfelt volunteerism that you could ever do. Am I right? Yes. You can put your hands down. It gets tiring after a while. Save your muscles for the nails. But the nails cost money. The sheetrock costs money. The electricians, jeez, do they cost money. Especially around here. So tonight, with your help, with the food and the drink and the 50-50 and the silent auction, we're going to raise some money to buy some nails. Are you with me? Yeah. Let's do this. I am very proud to welcome to the microphone the co-chairs of tonight's evening, and they will tell you a little bit about what Habitat for Humanity in Monmouth County has been up to lately and why it's so important for our community to remain vital with them. So would you please welcome Kate Nelson and Kim Stoll. Kate, Kim?
Welcome, everyone. First thing I want to say is thank you very, very much for being here, especially for being here again. I see a lot of faces I've seen the past couple years. I am Kim Stoll. I am a volunteer with Habitat. I'm on the board of directors with Habitat, and I'm a lifelong Monmouth County resident. And for me, working with an agency that has a direct impact in the community that I've grown up in and live in really means a lot to me. And to be able to see what your efforts and what your dollars go to is really rewarding. I hope everybody takes a chance tonight to see where their donations are helping by meeting with some of our partner families who are here. We've got the Willans, who will be speaking in a little while, and the Escalante family. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for participating in our mission, and I hope you have a great time. That's all I see.
So let me share with you a story about a Habitat partner, Roberta of Eatontown, who was struggling to maintain her home. She's deaf and could not talk on the phone to ask for the needed repairs. She also couldn't afford a market rate to pay for the repairs. Her front steps were rotting and unsafe, and her shrubs were overgrown. The neighborhood association was going to fine her for failing to keep up her property. And being on a fixed income, she didn't know where to turn. Luckily, she saw an advertisement, an article about Habitat for Humanity, and she asked her social worker to contact us. Habitat volunteers rebuilt her steps, cut back her shrubs, repaired her fence, repaired her deck, power washed and stained it, even though she didn't ask for that. Roberta signed a grateful thank you. Thank you, she said, to each and every person who helped. She was overwhelmed by the generosity of the Habitat volunteers who came as strangers but left as friends. Another story about a single mother in Freehold with 2 young sons. She lived in a cramped 1-bedroom apartment and worked 2 jobs to pay the rent. But now she lives in a 3-bedroom Habitat home with a backyard, and she pays less in her affordable mortgage than she did for rent. I share these stories with you because you're part of the story. By being here tonight, and supporting our work throughout the year, you are also a Habitat Partner family. We believe that everyone, every last person on earth, deserves decent shelter. It is among the most basic of human needs. A home, a place that opens doors to opportunity and allows families and children to flourish. Children, much like the one you will meet later tonight. If they are given the opportunity to grow up in a decent, stable home, they may even grow up to change the world someday. Thank you for being here tonight and for being partners in this life-changing work. I want to make a few specific thank yous to some of you here tonight. Our top shelf sponsor, year after year, TNM has been one of our biggest supporters, and tonight we thank you again for all your generosity, the service that you give, the donations that you give, the support that you give. We thank TNM and also Operation Outreach, which is their philanthropic arm of TNM. Thank you so much. And our campaign sponsors here tonight, Guardian, Geod, and Belgard. All of them are in the business of housing, I guess you should say, in one way or another, and we are so grateful for their support. I would also like to thank the Rat Radio, Carl, Mark, Doug, Mike, all of you who year after year support us through your publicity and connecting us with vendors and people who can help us. Thank you so much for being our media partner. And finally, I'd like to thank the Board of Trustees. Volunteers all who give so much of their time and their talent and their dedication to this organization. So thank you all for being here.
All right, up next for a few short words is the Habitat Board President, Greg Robinson. Greg?
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming out tonight. What an outstanding venue. We've got a perfect spring evening. The sun was even shining a little bit, and the view up to Navesink doesn't get better than this. And thank you for partnering with us in our mission of bringing people together to build affordable homes and thriving communities. For families that are able to buy a Habitat house, it's a life-changing event. So we build houses, but they make it a home. They make it a home with memories. Birthday parties, family pictures, summer barbecues, watching TV together on a rainy night, making banana bread with mom. These are all memories that are not forgotten. And being able to afford a home is possible because of you. And for people like the ATNs and the Escalantes, they're able to live in a Habitat home. Last year we worked on 4 houses. We did 14 handicap ramps and rails. We did 11 Brush with Kindness projects, and Brush with Kindness, these are minor exterior home repairs. And we operated the Restore 199 days. Our total volunteer hours last year, 20,604. Wow. A couple of people I'd like to make specific mention of are some elected officials who continue to support us by being here and in their work throughout Monmouth County and in the state. We have Senator Declan Oscolana here. We have Freeholder Jerry Scharfenberger. We have Assemblywoman Serena Damaso. We have Long Branch City Councilman Mario Vieira. And we have Township of Neptune Deputy Mayor Robert Blaine Jr. And again, we appreciate your support. Also a thank you to Diane Kinane, our Executive Director, and the staff, and all the volunteers that put this together tonight. It was a Herculean task, and it went off without a hitch. A special shout out to Sharon Newberry and to our co-chairs, Kim and Kate. Thank you very much. I'd like to now call up the Reverend Scott Brown to offer the invocation.
Let us pause and give thanks and prayer. O Lord, at this Taste of Home celebration, we come together for a good cause, and what a privilege it is to share in the support of Habitat for Humanity in Monmouth County. And thus I lift up before you the work, the witness of this community organization that puts love, God's love, into action, bringing people together to build homes, communities, and hope. And so in our gratitude to you for this evening, for the bounteous and delicious food which has been prepared, for the vendors, for the fellowship enjoyed, the auction items donated, the money raised, the recognitions offered, we give you praise. You, O God, are the ultimate provider and the eternal promise, indeed the giver of all grace. And thus, as you work through the staff, the board, this evening's committee members, and countless Habitat volunteers, we pause in gratitude. May decent and affordable housing be within reach for all. You have blessed us. May we be a blessing for all others. In God's holy name I pray. Amen.
So tonight we have 4 awards that we want to give out. And these are 4 people that have risen way above the level of excellence. It's outstanding what they're doing. But again, we can't do this without the financial support and the volunteer time and the donation of services of everybody. And collectively, we're able to be successful as an organization. But I'd like to ask if Drew Eitner, Chiara Manzini, John Marola, and Gary Lespanos could come on. Drew Eitner. So Drew is with Lowe's, and Habitat nationally has had a partner with Lowe's since 2008. Recently, last May, Lowe's partnered with Habitat for our Women's Build. We had 98 women over the course of a week during our Women's Build program. We have recently did a renovation with Lowe's and Habitat and Lunch Break. And then we also did a renovation between Lowe's and Family Promise and Habitat. And again, there continue to be valued corporate sponsors of Habitat, and we appreciate the relationship and everything they have given us. So, thank you. Next we have Hilbrun and Pate, and they are our real estate attorneys. And we have been dealing with them for 15 to 20 years. And they provide all of our legal fees at no cost, and they handle all the legal aspects so we can take care of our business, which is to find land, affordable land, and then we can build on it. And again, they handle the legal aspects in an efficient and very effective manner, and they've just been great partners with us for many, many years, and we say thank you. Marola Tile. So this is John Marola, and we connected with them about 18 months or so ago, and they have consistently made donations of tile to our restore. And what that allows us to do is to really raise our level of what we sell in the restore, and it puts us steps above our competition for the quality of merchandise that we have that then we sell to builders and home do-it-yourselfers. And I was talking with John earlier today, and he said in his corporate fundamentals, book company fundamentals, one of those items is to give back to the community, and John surely exemplifies that, and thank you. And last but not least, we have Gary Lespanos. So Gary's been involved in Habitat for the past 25 years. He held various volunteer positions and various board positions. And then he honed in on the restore. And for the past 18 years, Gary's been an integral part of the restore, and he's definitely been a driving force of the success of the restore. And when you think of the quintessential volunteer, in Webster's dictionary, it would say Gary Lespanos. So Gary, thank you. Thank you for your... So it is truly a privilege to work in particular with these 4 honorees, but really as president with everybody here and all of our volunteers and everybody associated with the Habitat organization. We're successful because we do it all collectively. And because of that, we're able to give people like the ATNs and the Escalantes a home. And that's what we look at. And Kate told you a couple of stories of people and how we impact people positively. And you know, you go home at night saying, I did something good for somebody else. And you're all part of that. And so on behalf of the board, thank you all very, very much.
At this time, it's really the best part of the program, and it's when we meet some of our partner families. So if I could have the Etiennes, please, and the Escalantes, with your children, to just stand up here. Would you please? Christelle and Wilgans and Little Willems. Patrick, Claudia, and Little Nicholas. He's a runner, so. I want them each to have a moment just to tell us how partnering with Habitat has changed their families and changed their lives. So, Patrick, are you going to speak for the Escalante family?
Our most sincere thanks to all the people who have contributed to change our life. Without your generous help, nothing would have been possible. We want to highlight the great work and immense help we have received from Habitat for Humanity. We feel incredibly blessed and grateful to have the opportunity to know the people with such big hearts, with generosity to invest to help us. Life is full of moments. Some are welcome and others not welcome. But find people so special and full of goodness like all of you make one not lose faith and hope. You all come at the moment that we most need, and for that we will appreciate you for the rest of our lives. Thank you. Personally, I feel so blessed because you don't know how happy I am every day. My son asks me for a bubble bath every night, and when we would get in the house, he would tell everybody, come see my tub, let me come see my tub. And that is so delightful, and I can't express so much happiness that brings us. And I thank everybody at Habitat for Humanity for everything.
The Escalantes just moved into a newly renovated home in Rumson that was donated by the Borough of Rumson. And little Nicholas is going to start school there in September. And I'd like to introduce you now to the Etiennes. And who's speaking first? They'll be moving into their home soon in Long Branch. They both came here from Haiti after the earthquake and have made their home in the United States. So I'm going to introduce you to Christelle.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Crystal Etienne, and he's my husband and my son. We are very grateful to be here this evening. About a year ago, since I received a call from the board of Habitat for Humanity, we have been, I can't even express, we feel very blessed. And I remember when Mrs. Hearing called us and she said, welcome to the Habitat family. And we feel very, very welcome. And thanks to all of you guys. Thank you. I think I said hi to everyone. And thanks everyone for all the for contributing together and all the volunteers. And I don't really have the time because of my work schedule to see all the volunteers on the site. But my husband been working with all of you guys, and we're very thankful. And I always wanted a home to raise my family. And when I found out I was pregnant, and it was very stressful to be in a one-bedroom apartment, then we started looking all over. Then we received a flyer from Habitat for Humanity, and we ended up applying. And 2 months later, we got a call and we were approved. And that changed our lives, and we are just very thankful. And we can't wait to move. Thanks to all of you guys, and thank you for coming out. Have a good evening.
How about a nice hand, ladies and gentlemen, our Habitat family. And Patrick, I give my 5-year-old twins bubble baths too. I know what it's like, brother. Damn straight.